AITA for saying I'll not attend the family Christmas since I can't afford it. My family has always spent the Christmas together at our parents'. Last year was the first year we spent it at my brother, 20s, and his wife, 20s. Due to it being their first time, they were understandably very stressed and had troubles getting things together, especially taking into account my dietary restrictions. Last year I, F20s, didn't live in the same city as them, so I couldn't really help with the preparations, but this year I do. Since I'm a student, the money is tight, but my brother and Sil earn extremely well even compared to our parents. When we spent the Christmas at our parents', we didn't have to contribute financially towards the feast, but this year the costs are shared by our parents and them. As I can't afford it, my compensation is the organization and cooking the feast, as none of them enjoy such things. This is not a small task since I'll have to start the preparations days before Christmas and do everything on my own. However, since I'm not the one paying for the meal, I have shared my plans weeks ago with all of them and they have agreed on the menu. Couple days ago I sat down and calculated how much all of this would cost and sent the info to my family. This did not go down well with my brother. He is extremely frugal, which is fine and all, but the cost of the feast is the same as it has been every year. Mind you, it is nothing crazy honestly, but costs more than a regular everyday meal. I said fine, we can cut something back if he wants, and asked what he wanted to give up. He chose the one thing I wanted to make for myself as a treat, since almost everything else is something I can't eat, but the rest of them can eat all of it. I said okay, anything else, but he didn't want to give up anything else. I asked him if he was serious that my dish would be the only one we would get rid of and not one of their multiple sides. I don't want to eat only potatoes and salad. His response was that it's all so expensive, and since it's something that most of us wouldn't eat, it didn't make sense to make it. My brother pulled the same move last year, and my mother put her foot down and forced my brother to include me. Since then he has constantly told us how we are so emotional and stir up unnecessary drama, so to his opinion I said that it's fine. I'll just not attend and spent the Christmas by myself since I can't afford to pay for the dish since I already provide my main. My brother got mad and said that it's not what he meant. I replied that this would be the most elegant solution to the problem since the feast would be cheaper and I wouldn't have to work so hard for a meal I can't eat. And this would have the added bonus of not causing too much drama since I do so voluntarily. I know I'm probably an odd just for this. He got super mad at me while my mother got mad at him and decided to spend the Christmas at my place. Now everyone is mad at everyone, but honestly I'm mainly just sad and feel like I ruined everyone's Christmas. AITA? I honestly don't know that I am ever going to understand toxic families like this. Our family was huge until I was in my 30s. Then parents, grandparents, great-grandparents died, others moved away. It was never ever even a moment's blip for our family. Nobody wanted any one person to have to struggle with food prep. We always did a covered dish thing. It was never even a question. It was just the natural response. The focus was always on the joy of being together. I honestly don't understand how these groups call themselves family when there is so much backbiting and competition and one-upsmanship. So toxic. That's nice that you have this, truly, but we all can't help what we were born into. We can't control the people around us, so sometimes the choice is to cut off contact and have no family or to work with what we have. Oh, I had my share of toxic, you better believe it. My mother was endlessly abusive to me mentally and emotionally. My father beat me. But they made sure it never left the confines of our house and that I was always terrified to tell anyone. But that's also why I treasured the other parts of the family that showed such love and healthy relationships. I'm so grateful for those parts of the family BECS. They are the only reason I am able to understand the difference between toxic dysfunction and healthy family love and support.